This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Volcanoes always presented a broad area for research in terms of the close relationship between their forms, structures, the styles of their eruption, and the mineral composition of their magma and lava. In the following paper, different types of volcanic mountains will be examined and compared in order to make conclusions concerning the relationship between the volcano's structure and their features. Generally, after evaluating data, it appears that depending on the process of volcano formation, it may be related to one of the four existing volcano types, which are known for their different characteristics and conduct during eruptions. First of all, speaking about different types of volcano structure, it should be mentioned that depending on their geographic location and, thus, appurtenance to a certain lithosphere platform with varied features, volcanoes demonstrate different ways of eruption ranging from the so-called quiet ones to the very disastrous and dangerous. In general, volcanoes are subdivided into the following categories: shield volcanoes, composite volcanoes, lava domes or plug domes, and, finally, cinder cones, which can be distinguished by their sizes, forms, and functioning. All of these volcano types have their peculiarities in structure and way of eruption. In addition, the very notion of volcano is to be explained. A volcano is a geological landform that is made up of two parts, the upper one called a cone and the lower one called a fissure where volcanic material is accumulated. According to Furniss, the vast majority of volcanoes are found along the boundaries of tectonic plates. Convergent boundaries, where the plates are crashing into each other, host around 90% of what we generally think of as volcanoes. Here, as one plate is pushed below another, a process known as subduction, it melts, the resultant magma rising and causing volcanic eruptions. Volcanoes also form away from plate boundaries, above so-called volcanic hotspots. Volcanoes are known for their disastrous nature, which has often led to serious tragedies for humanity. During volcanic eruptions, numerous processes develop on the crust of the Earth. According to Furniss, several factors are used to assign eruptions a score, including the volume of erupted material, the height of the eruption column, and the duration. The index ranges between 0 and 8, with each increase in score representing a tenfold increase in the various factors. The highest score on the list, VEI 8, is reserved for eruptions that emit more than 1,000 cubic kilometers of material. Below, all four types of volcanoes will be addressed, along with their features and popularity. Discussing shield volcanoes, it should be said that they are formed as a result of a huge amount of free lava spilling from a vent and coming up abundantly and widely. Gradually congealing lava forms a low and wide mountain of dome shape, which is called a shield volcano. These types of volcanoes can be very high. Among them are popular volcanoes in Hawaii. Composite volcanoes are formed as a result of the eruption of both lava and tephra, which occurs from a central vent. At the end of the erupting process, lava and tephra form a cone in the shape of a tower, which is called a composite volcano. These volcanoes tend to develop into mountains of beautiful and symmetrical forms. Among the most famous volcanoes of this type are Mount Fuji in Japan and Mount Rainier in Washington. Addressing plug domes, it should be stated that they are formed as a result of the congealing of very viscous lava, for example, rhyolite, which is too thick to flow at a remote distance. As a result of this process, the mountain grows from below and from within. This mountain is called a plug dome. The volcanoes of this type are rather young and can be found in numerous parts of the Earth, including Mono Lake in California. Finally, speaking about cinder cones, it should be stated that they are formed as a result of tephras building up. A cone-shaped mountain that is the result of this process is called a cinder cone volcano. These volcanic mountains are the smallest of all types and are generally less in size than 500 meters. An example of such a volcanic mountain is SP Mountain, situated in Arizona, and belonging to the Colorado Plateau. In conclusion, it should be stated that there exists a close connection between the structure of any particular volcano, the style of its functioning, and its magma and lava nature. Evaluating a row of facts about the functioning of different types of volcanoes, it appears that depending on the process of volcano formation, it may be related to one of the 4 existing volcano types, which are known for their different characteristics and conduct. In general, volcanoes are subdivided into the following categories: shield volcanoes, composite volcanoes, lava domes or plug domes, and, finally, cinder cones. Did you like this volcanoes and their characteristics sample? To get more works like this one, make sure to check out the free database of academic paper examples at ivpanda.com. You will find thousands of samples for all your study needs, without even having to register.